Oh, we're staying with the economy. We have a new guest in the studio. He's Mr. Byron, who is a development expert, a lawyer, and also a member of COA Party. You're welcome to Sunrise Daily.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
And Happy New Year.
Thank you very much, and congratulations on your weddings.
What a beautiful year. Well, so far it's been, for some people, and for some people, the year started on a very sour note. But it's been interesting so far. I mean, considering all that we have seen going on, we saw that letter by President Obasanjo, former President Obasanjo, yes, to the current administration. And we also see the administration providing a reply as well. Some people, depends on how you look at it, it was a very careful reply to the issues raised by President Obasanjo. And for a number of people, a focus has been on the economy.
Yes.
What's been your reading of, the criticism leveled against the government? President Obasanjo said, I knew that, the economy is not one of President Buhari's, one of his strong areas, and I was hoping that he would get people who could do good in that particular area. The government is saying, well, the economy has really improved, and we also got people to help us in that particular area. Are you seeing the signs of improvement?
Well, in the first place, let me talk about President Obasanjo's letter. It's actually an articulation of thoughts, opinions, and a lot of public sentiment. So what Obasanjo has done is just to articulate what a lot of people have been talking about and saying. On the economy, I think that the best way to gauge an economy is to look at the ultimate beneficiary of the economy, which is the individual. There's a difference between economic growth and economic development. And it's possible to have indicators of growth, foreign exchange reserves going up, plenty of money in the accounts, and you still have the people poor and feeling insecure. And for me, I think to a very large extent, the economy, whatever the government has said the economy is not being felt by the people that matter most. That is the poor, the vulnerable, and those people who ordinarily the government should take as priority. And, it's very evident. You would recall during the Jonathan era, one of the indicators they pointed to was the fact that you had a lot of billionaires being made. You had a lot of people buying private jets, and Nigeria has become one of the 20 most prosperous economies. However, we knew that on the streets, people were in pain, as many people are today. So if you go to the streets, whatever is coming out, whatever the statistics is coming out of the government is not being reflected in the hands of ordinary people. You can attribute this to several things. I've said it more than once that this particular government has three major deficiencies. One is the fact that there isn't any sense of urgency. There is a tendency to want to do things in their own time, in their own season, which means the government is not led by, the feeling and the will and the desire and the needs of the people. The second issue is that what
gives you that sense? I mean, in fairness, the President Buhari did, while speaking with members of his party, said he takes his time, to look at things. But, looking at the speech for 2018 and, some of the projects that they have embarked on so far, some people will say they're rather ambitious. The fact that you want to link the entire country by rail is something that we've not had in quite a while. And, the plan for infrastructure this year alone, people are wondering, are you sure we can achieve that? And where is the money for that? Will you really say then that they're not in a hurry?
Ambition is different from a sense of urgency. You have an ambition to do great things. But do you have the ambition to be as responsive as you should to the needs that arise. You get my point. You see, government has to respond to what is happening on ground. And starting from the first day when the president took 8 months to appoint ministers, we've seen that tendency that has run through up till the very last week or two when he did address his party members. So yes, we could have grandiose, it's a great plan. It's a great plan to have huge railways, large infrastructure. It'll take up employment. It'll do quite a bit. And it's good, right? But the sense of urgency to address issues, not only the economy, right? Even if you address the economy, the gestation period of your economic policies are not likely to be as fast as even a year, 2 years. So the more reason why you need a sense of urgency to address other things like social issues. Poverty is a matter, is not restricted to finance. When you don't have access to security, you are poor. When you don't have access to power, you're poor. When you don't have access to finance, you're poor, and a whole raft of other things.
So I want to get to the root of that problem that you're